Pat was a professor, but Pat actually started the program in trial advocacy at UT. So there's literally thousands of lawyers in the state of Texas that learned how to practice law from Pat Hazel.
When I came to law school, trial ad and the notion of being able to teach somebody how to be a trial lawyer was still really new. And Pat was one of the true innovators across the country in designing a curriculum to teach students how to be an advocate.
What I loved was the students and seeing them grow. And that, you mentioned that before, how they start off,
Terrified.
they're bumbling around, they're terrified. But then when you sit and watch their mock trial videotape, and you point out to them, do you realize when you started you couldn't have done that?
His last big project was to get this part of the law school built. And, and without it, we wouldn't be nearly the school that we are. Pat taught, hundreds and probably thousands of lawyers in tiny little classrooms using a lot of handheld cameras. And so I think students now, they don't really know that they're the benefactors of the hard work and the hard effort that he put into making UT Law School one of the premier advocacy schools in the country.
Paige Keaton's brother, Robert Keaton had written a book called Trial Tactics and Methods. So we used that book.
Wow.
Well, it was nothing like you do it in Texas.
It was the Harvard version, which ain't the same. That's why we say voir dire.
They don't even know up there how to pronounce voir dire.
Pat was a liberal Democrat, but he was one of these guys that he walked his talk. And if you look at Pat's career, he was a Catholic priest, then he became a plaintiff's lawyer, still doing God's work, and then he became a professor, and then he ended up being an Episcopal priest, working with the homeless.
He also, way above the call of duty, so to speak, would just come to visit and mingle with the people. He was about having relationship with the people. They loved him, and mainly because it was clear that he has deep respect and deep love for them.
I mean, Pat would laugh at himself, laughed at a good joke. He was really a wonderful person to be around with. The only flaw that Pat had in his character is he was a big UT fan. And having played ball at Tech, we had some disagreements on that. Unfortunately, probably 9 out of 10 years he won.
It was just life. It was just him. He would take things as they come, and he just kept going. and kept going, though, in a way of grace and dignity that I just don't think we see with a lot of people. And I think that's probably one of the things that I miss about him the most, because that was just who he was.
It's like once in a while you come around a person who you feel their heart and you want to meet them in the depth that they have, and they inspire you to be the best you can be.
And, he was just a shining example to everybody around him that, you can have adversity, but you can play the cards you've got and have a winning hand.